I am excited to be here. I'm always excited, right? Today I'm super high energy, lots of coffee. I found these really awesome new vitamin patches. They're very cool. Um, they keep me energized, they keep me going all day long. I'm just pulling up LinkedIn right now and all of my other channels to make sure that I have the ability to see everybody's chat. Um, oh, Mute that. All right. Sorry about that. I hope you guys aren't getting feedback. If you are, please let me know. Oh, I need to drop this. Bear with me. I need to drop my little invitation into my Facebook group so that anybody who is in my community can jump on and join me live if they so choose. Bear with me 1 second. While I get settled in, everybody, hello. Today we're going to talk about revolutionizing your digital experience, right? I talk about cross-device, multi-channel device, mobile experience optimization. I talk about all this stuff a lot, and we're going to kind of dive into that a little bit deeper today about why I talk about it so much. And I'm going to share some stories from some recent projects. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. All right, guys. For anybody who's in my group and my community, you can join me live if you so choose. And for the rest of you, let's get going. So this morning I sent out my Tuesday newsletter email, and it was all about revolutionizing. All right, why? There we go. Sorry. All right. It was talking all about mobile experience, digital experience, and why it's so freaking important. That's what I said to everybody. So 58% of the users, just across the world in general, doesn't matter your niche, doesn't matter whatever, 58% of you are browsing on your mobile device, which means something for customers and for employees, right? Like, so if you own a business, so today I'm kind of flipping the script a little bit. I want to talk about business owners who are building experiences for small teams, for large teams, for just teams in general. If you have a local service business, that's the example I'm going to use today, and you have service providers that work for you, so like local salons, med spas, chiropractors offices. Let's say you have a field team, like you plumbers, like anybody who's like a local service provider. I'm just using this as an example because this is a great way to kind of frame this up. If you have salespeople or service providers working for you, you're the owner of this company, said company, and you have software that runs this company behind the scenes, and you are not mobile friendly with that software, that is a hindrance to you and your employees. Okay, and your customers. Your customers should be able to ask and access your presence, right? Your digital experience from anywhere. So should your employees. I'm going to tell you why this is important. So if you think about it, like if you are using a CRM, HubSpot, Go Ahead Level, Salesforce, any of these CRMs, right, are very mobile friendly. And there's a reason for that. So I'm going to take the med spa experience and give you that story. So I've been working with a med spa, building out the entire back end of their business. And one of the very most important things for this owner was for their employees to be able to take a tablet and be able to have that tablet with them while they are providing services to a client. So the client then is able to do everything with that service provider in the room. Think about how awesome that is. You don't necessarily have to check in and check out at a desk, right? The service provider takes that iPad into a room with them. They have the CRM, full CRM on their iPad, and they are able to check a customer in, check a customer out, take payment, leave notes. And for this group of people, it was really important to take before and after pictures because they're doing a lot of aesthetic and wellness and weight loss treatments. So these people need to be able to access that information for their customers on the fly. And it's very important when you're kind of in a medical field as well, any type, any type of medical field, to be able to access those experiences for your customers on a device right there in real time. Because it's really important to look back through notes, for dosing and stuff like that. So when we talk about mobile friendliness, it goes way beyond just the customer experience and just the actual end user customer and needing to capture their attention in 3 seconds or less, right? Like that is the customer experience. You need to be able to capture, maintain, and give them a fantastic experience in 3 seconds or less. And it has to be super simple and easy to use, right? That's the customer experience. Now, when you're an owner, you have to think about both. You have to think about your employees, if you have employees, and you have to think about your customers. So the biggest thing with owning a service-based business is being accessible to your customers no matter where you are. That is a huge plus for your customers. So I'm going to give another example. So we had our garage door broke. This was a couple of years ago. And the guy came and it was a smaller company, which, right, like let's support local, let's support small. That's awesome. But the guy that came couldn't do much of anything as far as like looking up the account and couldn't do much while he was here, the service provider, right? He didn't have an iPad or he didn't have a tablet. He didn't have the ability to check information against a system. He had to use his cell phone to call back and forth between the office. He had to, which is very inconvenient for him and very inconvenient for us, because then we had to stand there and wait for him to get confirmation about pricing and stuff like that. Tablets, people, use tablets. Give your service providers the autonomy to trust them out in the field. Give them the information they need to be able to interact with the customers, your customers that are paying you money, and in real time. So one of the things that I love about different CRM systems right now, I'm doing a lot with Zoho One, which is awesome, and the Zoho CRM. One of these things I love about these modern day CRM systems is the fact that when you put them on a tablet, it's almost a better experience. I would say most of them, I'm not going to say all, but all of the ones that I've worked with, most of them work better on a tablet than they do on the actual desktop computer, which is super freaking cool, because then you hand a tablet over to your service provider for all your local businesses. You hand a tablet over to them. They log in with their information on that tablet. And now customer relationship management is out of your hands while that customer is in the clinic. It gives you back time. You don't always have to be there. It allows your service providers the autonomy to run the office, your local office, while you're not there. You don't have to be there 24 hours a day. By setting up a good CRM system and setting up the CRM system in place so that your service providers for your business can run your office while you're not there is huge, right? It gets you back so much time and it saves you so much money, because you're not necessarily having to pay a front desk person, and I don't want to take anybody's job away, so I'm sorry for that. If anybody takes it that way, that's not the point. It's trying to create a better customer experience while somebody is inside this type of service provider location. And this doesn't necessarily have to mean that these really large places have to do this. Sorry guys, have you met Roxy? Let me shut this door. Nothing like having a go live with an office dog. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, all I'm trying to say is when you consider optimizing for mobile and digital, and you consider optimizing your experience for your customers, be mindful of what that looks like for if you have a team also. If you have a team of people, yes, number one, the most important person in this relationship is your customer, the end user that is paying you money, right? their customer experience as from a mobile standpoint, from a digital standpoint, is number one. But if you have a team of people, it needs to be simple and easy for them to use and maintain the relationship with your customers so that you are not always on. The big life goal of being an entrepreneur and being a business owner is not having to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You created a business because you wanted to create a business and you wanted to create a lifestyle, and it's something you're passionate about, generally, right? Generally speaking. If you work 24 hours a day and you're responsible for all the things inside your business, that is never going to happen. This is one way that you give back some power to the team that you've hired. You put some trust in the team that you've hired. If you've made the right hires, they will take advantage of this and they will run your business for you so you can take time off. They will run your business for you so you can go to your kids' functions, so you can kind of give your brain a break, a rest, and not have to always be on, which is really, really hard when you're a small business owner and solopreneur, right? So by setting up a good CRM system and optimizing for mobile and optimizing to be able to take your experience wherever you need to be or wherever your team needs to be, in the long run, it sounds like it's a lot. Like a lot of people, I've heard people say they don't want their work on their phone. They don't want this on this, and they don't want that on that. I'm telling you right now, there are good sides to doing that. There really are good sides to doing that. You don't have to always be available 24 hours a day if you set this up the right way. Automation, a good mobile experience, optimizing for both of those things helps you live your dream, right? Like it helps you get more time back. It helps you grow your business sustainably. And it's a repeatable process. Generally, when this stuff happens, you're doing it for things and items that are repeatable, right? Like customer onboarding is repeatable. I can onboard every single customer for my entire business from my phone. If I'm at my son's track meet, if I'm at a football game, if I'm at whatever, and I need to have onboarding for whatever reason, it doesn't usually happen that way. But if I need to access my business, I can from my phone. I can do everything that I need to do from my phone. I can contact my team from my phone. I know people don't want that sometimes, but I'm telling you right now, it gives you the break you need. And I'll tell you, if you set up these systems and processes the right way and you simplify them in such a way, you won't ever. I check my phone for business when I'm off. Probably, I don't know. I mean, it's so little, I can't even think of a number right now, because my team is set up and all of my automations are set up and all of my processes are set up so that I don't have to. When I'm not at my desk, I'm not at my desk. When I don't want to check my business information and check my statistics and check my data and check all of this stuff, I don't have to. I don't have to check everything because it's all set up behind the scenes to do it for me automatically, 100% behind the scenes. All of this stuff is taken care of. And so that was huge, right? That's huge for people. We don't start businesses because we want to work 24 hours a day. I know there are some people out there that do, but generally speaking, we want to create a lifestyle that is not working more. We want to work less, earn more, and the only way to do that is to simplify your business down. Stop working on the shit that you hate. Just stop it. Like if you hate doing something, just don't do it anymore. I know that sounds really easy to say, and you're like, well, but what if my business requires me to do this and I hate doing it? Well, then you automate, eliminate, or outsource. If it is something that is required and your business needs to 100% you need this to run your business and maintain your business, then you outsource it. If you don't like managing people and you don't want to outsource, then you're going to have to find a way to automate that thing. Or you're going to have to suck it up and put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, and you're going to have to do the thing that you hate. I don't recommend that. I recommend not working on stuff you hate. I recommend trying to find an alternative, only because if you hate doing something, not only are you going to suck at doing it, but you're going to procrastinate because it's going to be the last thing that you want to do. And so it's going to keep moving farther down on your list. And if it is business critical, if it is a thing that you need to keep, you need to find somebody that does it bigger, better, faster, stronger. It's just the way it is. And if you choose not to outsource because you don't trust people, in whatever reason, it doesn't matter, then you need to automate the heck out of the behind the scenes of your business. Just automate stuff. I mean, like, I understand people are afraid of automation and over automation and all. I'm not talking about like, putting so many systems and automations in place that it's going to drag your business to the ground, or you spend so much time managing. You spend more time managing the automations than you do the actual business, or you're running the business. You spend time managing software, running software. Don't do that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about simplifying the automations, simplifying the behind the scenes of your business so that it runs itself, and it runs itself in a sustainable way that you're able to work over here and continue doing all the things that you love. And over here, your business is just going. It's a well-oiled machine, and it's just going for you. Okay. I'm just checking to see if there's any questions. I just jabbed a lot, so I don't see any right now. But oh, that's weird. That's so odd. I wonder why. So it looks like, all right, guys, for any of the VIP people, sorry about that. It looks like it didn't take my link, and I'm not sure why, but that's very odd. All right. So that's kind of all I had for today. It was really a little short, kind of blurb about CRMs and about, optimizing for mobile for your internal customers as well as your external customers, right? So the last thing I'll say before I jump off, unless anybody has any questions, you can reach, if you have questions, you can drop a line in the group. You can drop a line in LinkedIn. This should be live on LinkedIn, the Facebook group, my Facebook page, and YouTube. So feel free to drop questions wherever you are. I'm just checking right now to make sure. Bear with me 1 second, because what I don't see is the ability. I don't have an admin today. Can you tell? I don't see. Okay, there we go. All right, now I see. All right, so I totally just lost my train of thought. What I was going to say, what was I going to say? We were talking about, internal, right? So if the last thing I was going to say before I jump off is, if your internal team, I call them your internal customers, right? Like your team, but these are brand loyalists. These are people that are going out into the world and telling other people about your brand, about who they work for, about what they love, about what they hate. These people are the people that you want to keep happy. You want to keep your employees happy. You want to keep them. It's not even about keeping them happy. It's so that when they go out into the world and they talk about your business and talk about how awesome or not awesome you are, it's the same as a customer referral. Okay? Your employees, if they don't like what they're doing, if they don't like how it works, if they don't like everything about you as a boss, as a business, as a brand, they're putting that negativity out into the world. So by streamlining and optimizing the systems for them and making it simple for them means you also are making it simple for your customers, because your customers are the ones who are going to hear all about how awesome or not awesome your brand, your business, your company is. All right. So when you're thinking about optimization for digital experience, it goes beyond just your customers. They are at the forefront and they are the most important. They are the people you take care of first. But don't forget your internal team and don't over automate yourself so that you spend more time managing software than you do your actual business. And if you hate doing something, stop doing it and figure out a way to automate it, eliminate it, or outsource it. That's all for now. Bye, guys. Happy Tuesday.